to, say, New York. And it's been what, over 50 years or something? And they still haven't, like, processed that information in their heads. Oh, Angel so and so over here. Just let them be, you know? They'll catch up eventually. If God doesn't return sooner than that. As they're like out in space, looking into the world and observing it. Observing. I think it's observing. Anyway, anyway, they're like, like just looking, gazing, witnessing everything, recording everything, and all that stuff, you know? Oh my god, I'm just full of shit right now. I ate fucking 2 bags of beans, four, four tortillas, flour tortillas. And in English, that's tortillas. 4 of them for each bag of beans. So that was 8 that I ate just yesterday, a few hours ago, with some olive oil. Oh my god, that olive oil is just making love to my stomach right now. That chemistry, that chemical reaction, just what my body needed, I believe. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a heartburn. I mean, who fucking knows these days, right? Everyone's fucking mind fucked. You know? It's like, I think if. Well, I'm not gonna say any examples. I'm gonna save it for later. But yeah, maybe that's what's producing all the gas, all the fiber, and all the goodness of the beans, the rich nutrients. Just, like getting absorbed into my system to produce energy and blood and whatever else my body needs to operate and function. Because we're like engines, you know? Because some people eat whatever the fuck they want, they're still alive. Some people eat just particular types of foods and they're still alive. Some people eat nothing but bread and water and they're still alive. So, meaning that we just need some form of food to fuel us up. And that's all it really comes down to. Now the angels are probably thinking like, what is this guy talking about? Like, it's so obvious that food fuels everyone. So what's the point? Well, the point is, I don't know what the fuck the point is. Other than I understand that angels are the result of God's creation after the animals and us humans. So I still don't know what the point is, though. I'm still trying to figure that one out, you know? And why some of them have like different, inventions. I mean, like, even like in Genesis, the book of Genesis, we see they're highly more advanced than us because when God kicked us out of the Garden of Eden, yeah, after eating from the knowledge of the knowledge of good and evil tree, and him cursing us, and him and some other dude, having that argument about, well, if we just leave them be, then they're going to be able to reach out and eat of the tree of life as well and live forever like us. So what are we gonna do? So that's when they decided to kick us out of the Garden of Eden. And anyway, it says that God placed, or there was, cherubim with flaming swords. So Adam and Eve wouldn't have access to be able to go back or enter the Garden of Eden again, right? So, what inventions did you guys think about? Flaming swords, right? It doesn't say Adam and Eve invented the flaming sword. That's power. I mean, that must have been like an electrically charged type of sword. Like, it had power. If it's flaming, it's glowing, there's electricity flowing through it. Maybe it was hot like an amber. Still, some form of energy, right? So, yeah, and then even even like um God taught Adam and Eve how to kill an animal, and because the Bible says that God provided them with clothing, and the clothing was animal skin. So the animal skin is what they use to cover themselves. Obviously, after a while, once, God didn't just skin them and that was it. He probably taught them the proper steps to dehydrate and to, you know, prolong the life of the leather, the animal skin, or the hide. Probably even they probably discovered, hey, this keeps me warm, so they probably came up with blankets that way. Um, all that stuff. You know, that we can ever think of. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube if you're interested in anything that I'm discussing. A lot of them. So everyone knows that, obviously, right? That's like that goes without saying type of thing. Because I know a lot of smart people out there are probably thinking that as well. Anyways, so what else? Oh yeah, remember Enoch and the angels that picked him up, or God that picked him up? He picked him up in fiery horses, a chariot, chariot. It was with, yeah, flaming horses. That was another invention. Here we're talking about an object that's able to fly. Because we know horses can't fly here on Earth, right? Horses can't fly. We know that chariots can't fly neither. Or is it neither? I think it's neither. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know if the horses in the chariot were actually flying. I mean, I'm sure there's more details to the story that were not written or described for our comprehension. I mean, since we know horses and wagons or chariots can't fly, you know, maybe they were on top of something that was able to fly. Oh yeah, and then there's another story. I think it's in Revelation where an angel appeared or was talking to a human, and he used thongs, or is it tongs? I think they're called thongs. He used thongs to grab something, and then he put it in the person's mouth, and the person took and ate. He also there's a lot of information, but like, how do we even, if it's true or whatever, it's like, how do we even communicate with them? And not just that, but like, what the fuck are we really here on Earth for? And if we could travel outside of Earth, like where to? And is it like fun? Or is there something to do out there? Like, what the fuck is the whole point? Like, what's the objective? You know, what's the mission? Like, what are we supposed to be doing or not doing? Anyways, so I thank God for the World Wide Web, though, because with it, we are able to understand each other at a completely different level than before. Before, there would have probably been war and chaos and confusion. And oh my god, what the heck is happening? Why is everyone running around and destroying stuff and vandalizing everything and raping people? Why the fuck is all this happening? I don't know. Well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Am I going to copy those around me? And if so, in which way? Am I going to be the person that was doing this or that or this or that, or you pick and choose? What the fuck would you do? That type of thing. But thank God for the World Wide Web, right? Now we could just go on our phone and wait a minute. Why are people fighting over here? What's going on? Oh yeah, I could just go on my phone now. Yeah, people are just confused about this and that. Oh, it makes sense. Yeah, okay. They're just arguing about their own bullshit problems. And hopefully the right people will get involved so those issues can get resolved and they can get the necessary help that they need, that they require. Etc., etc., etc. And I just use this as an example, just very quickly and expediently, fast, just straight to the point. Anyway, that was all. So yeah, that's my beliefs about angels. What do you guys think? Is there anything that you guys think that's maybe differently, or is there some things that you guys think that are contrary, or is there some things that you guys like strongly feel like is mutual in your belief system with mine? mine and the viewer or viewers, or yeah, the viewer. Like, what are your thoughts? Write them in the comment section. And when I come back from my voyage from the universe to Earth, because I'm lost in my mind taking this voyage. I'm in deep space, I mean, some people even like try to get my attention. Francisco, what? What is it now? But I'm here, people. I am here. Sometimes, we just gotta snap people out of it. Like the Men in Black. Instead of doing that little thing with the light, with the sunglasses, it's more like the opposite. Like, hello. Like, what you seen is real. What you heard is real. Hello. Like, I'm not trying to make you forget. I'm not trying to use the sterilizer thing.